Hello guys, in this video we will see how to install and configure Zabbix 7.2 with PostgreSQL as the database on RHEL 9 version. So first open any web browser, then go to Zabbix official website, that is zabbix.com. Then see here Zabbix 7.2 is out now. Okay, so that is the latest version. So click on Get Zabbix, then click on Zabbix packages, scroll down. Now we have to choose the platform like Zabbix version, Zabbix components, database and web server. So first select the Zabbix version 7.2, then OS distribution, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Then see here we have the three options 7, 8, 9. So I'm on RHEL 9 version. Select 9. If you are on 8, select 8. Then select Zabbix components, server, frontend and agent. Then database. In this video I am going to use PostgreSQL. Then web server, Apache. Okay. See, these are the options that I am going to select. So the prerequisites are PostgreSQL and Apache. Okay. First open terminal. Verify. I have already installed PostgreSQL. If you haven't installed PostgreSQL, then search for my YouTube channel how to install PostgreSQL on RHEL 9. So verify whether Apache web server is installed or not. Sudo systemctl status httpd. Hit enter. Provide the password of sudo user. Hit enter. See, Apache web server is not installed. So install it. Sudo dnf install httpd. Hit enter. Whatever the commands I am executing in this video are available in the video description. It is going to install httpd and this is the version number and these dependencies. Type and hit enter. We have successfully installed. Ctrl A. Now verify the status. See, it is installed but it is not started. So start it, or we can start later. So start it now. Sudo systemctl start httpd. Hit enter. Now verify the status. See, it is started but it is disabled. So enable it. Sudo systemctl enable httpd. Hit enter. Now verify. See, it is started and enabled. Hit Control A. See, once we selected above options, these are the commands that needs to be executed on RHEL. So if you have installed any Zabbix packages, we have to disable by creating or editing the file if it is there in this location. Just we have to add this one. Okay. So I don't have any Zabbix packages, so no need to run the step. Then proceed with installing Zabbix repository. So copy this RPM, then this link, not the hash. Don't copy the hash symbol. Sudo paste it. Hit enter. It is done. Now clean all. Sudo dnf clean all. Hit enter. It is done. Now install the Zabbix server, frontend and agent. See, before installing this one, we have to install following PHP and its extensions. Install this package. I will keep this command in the video description. Hit enter. We have already installed httpd. Okay. Type and hit enter. We have successfully installed. Ctrl A. Now install Zabbix server, frontend and agent. So copy this one. Go to here. Sudo paste it. Hit enter. Sorry, I forgot to copy this one. So we have to copy from this DNF. So I forgot to copy this DNF. That's why we have received that error. So copy it. Sudo paste it. Hit enter. See, it is going to install these packages. Type and hit enter. Next, we have to create step C. We have to create initial database. Okay. See, you may receive that 22 packages. In my case, it is only 13. Okay. So type and hit enter. See, we have successfully installed Zabbix server, frontend and agent. Ctrl A. Now create the initial database. So first we have to create user, then it will create the database. So first copy this command from sudo to up to Zabbix. So paste it. See, this is the username. But if, see, Zabbix is the username. If you want some other name like Zabbix admin or anything, you can give. So I'm going with the defaults, that is Zabbix. Hit enter. Then we have to provide the password for this Zabbix user. So okay, so I'm giving admin at 123. In your case, provide whatever the password that you want. Confirm the same by typing same admin at 123. You have successfully created user. Now create database. So this command is going to create use database Zabbix and owner as Zabbix. So paste it, hit enter. Notice here I have given from this sudo, here also sudo. Don't copy this hash symbols. Okay. So we have successfully created user and database. Let us connect to PostSQL and verify. Sudo su -PostgreSQL PSQL \l to verify the list of databases. See here we have created database Zabbix and this is the owner. Okay. Also verify list of users \du. See here we have the database Zabbix. Okay. This step is completed. Exit. Again exit. Control L. Now import the initial schema and data by copying this command. Copy it, paste it, hit enter. See, it is creating objects and inserting data. It is done. Now step D, we have to configure the Zabbix server. So go to this file and for this DB password parameter we have to provide the password for the Zabbix user. So in my case password is admin at 123. Go to this file, sudo vi, or use any editor that you are familiar. Come down to DB password, remove this hash, shift A, admin at 123, escape, :WQ exclamation, control A. Okay, this D completed. Now start the Zabbix server and its agent processes. So copy this command, then sudo. Don't forget to give this sudo, otherwise we have to authenticate for each these options. Hit enter. Now enable processes. Again give sudo, paste it, hit enter. It is done. Control A. Now open Zabbix UI web page. Okay. So copy this link, new tab, paste it. Instead of host, get the host name here, host name vbox, or give the instead of host, just remove this host, then give localhost or vbox, because here my host name is vbox. Okay, hit enter. See, select the default language. I am going with the default English US. Then click on next step. See, check for prerequisites, all are green and OK. Then click on next step. Then select the database. Select PostgreSQL, then database host. I have installed database on this PC. Localhost is fine, or you can give vbox. Then database PostgreSQL port number is 5432. Database name is Zabbix. Then database schema. Go to terminal, sudo su -postgres PSQL. Then go to Zabbix database. Verify list of schemas. See here we have only one schema, that is public. So give the schema name public, then username Zabbix, and password, provide the password. So we have given password for this Zabbix user as admin at 123. In your case, give the password whatever you have given. Then click on next step. Not now. Settings. Now we have to provide the Zabbix server name. I have installed Zabbix server on this PC. So host name vbox. So give vbox. So provide vbox or localhost. I am giving localhost because Zabbix server is installed on this one. Then select the default time zone and default theme. I am going with all defaults. Then click on next. This is a pre-installation summary. If you want to modify any one of them, you have to click on back and you can edit. If you are okay with all the settings, then click on next step. See, congratulations, you have successfully installed Zabbix frontend. And this is the configuration file with the location. Click on finish. Now we have to connect. So username is admin, A must be caps, then password is Zabbix. Okay, Zabbix must be in small case. Then click on sign in. Not now. See, this is the Zabbix server version, that is 7.2.7. Okay, and if you want to modify the password of the currently logged in user, click on users, then again select users, then click on admin, then click on change password. Here we have to provide the current password, that is Zabbix. Then you have to provide new password, then you have to click on update. I'm not going to change. Okay, again click on users. If you want to create user, go to here and click on this create user. Okay, and see here in the left side we have dashboard, monitoring, services, inventory, etc. You can go through the documentation and you can practice. Okay, so the last option is go to terminal, sudo systemctl status httpd, hit enter. See, Apache web server is running. Now we will see what will happen if we stop the Apache service. Stop, hit enter. It is stopped. Let us verify the status. See, Apache web server is inactive or dead. Okay, so now reload this one. See, we are unable to connect. Okay, so to connect Zabbix, Apache server must be up and running. So start it again, qt start, hit enter. Now reload this page. See, we are able to connect. Okay, so in this video we have seen how to install and configure Zabbix 7.2 with PostgreSQL as the database on RHEL 9 versions. Okay, for more tutorials please subscribe my channel. Thank you.